Jansen Harris here with the Gwinnett Sports Network. This is presented by JGN. Join with me, Sean Fowler, like always. Let's talk about Dacula, Sean. 13-0 this season. A lot of people doubted them and stuff like that. But they advanced. They beat Lee County 56-21. What are your takeaways from that game?
Well, I'm going to talk about the takeaways from the season with Dacula.
Okay.
They almost went to state last year.
Yeah.
They're 13-0 this year, so that doesn't surprise me because they were a great team last year. And a stat that I just found is they're scoring over 41 points a game, over 275 rushing yards a game also. They have three backs combined for over 1,000 yards apiece, over 3,000 yards. So this team what Dacula's doing this year is it's phenomenal. And seeing their last game that they played, they ended up blowing Lee County out 56-21. They just been on a roll, and hopefully for the first time ever in Dacula history, they can get a state championship. I used to play for Dacula as well when I was back my freshman year, also in Little League. So I know those Dacula Falcons fans or those parents as well are really excited to see what the future might bring, and hopefully get a state championship this year.
Absolutely, and I saw what head coach Clint Jenkins said, and another coach that in his young tenure, having a lot of success already, kind of like we were talking about with Buford. He was talking about and crediting that offensive line which had 30 pancakes and its pancake blocks. It again, like I said before, it starts with the big boys up front, and when you can establish a running game, great things happen, and that's what we're seeing out of Dacula. Now, when you look at their schedule, when you look at the season that they're having, let's just say the season ended today. Is this the best team? You went to Dacula briefly. I went to Dacula. Is this the best team that you've seen? And before you answer that question, I spoke to two alumni. I'm not going to mention their names. One of them was saying, you know what, Jansen, I told you so. This team is going to win the state championship. This team is that good. They're that great defensively. Another guy said, hold on 1 second. Yeah. Another former player said, hold on. We were playing in a bigger region at the time, which was a tougher region. That's how they look at it. Not trying to minimize it. These are exact quotes. I'm not going to name the player, but that's what was said. In your opinion, is this the best Dacula team?
It's tough for me to say the best because I think almost sort of like how we can play, how we compare certain eras to another era. It's tough to say if this same exact team would be as beneficial in say the era that we played in, say 2010 and 2012 or 2013 era than they are right now. So I don't want to say they're better, but I don't want to say necessarily they're worse because they still are 13-0. But I agree with one of the people that you mentioned that said we were in a bigger region. And I know who that person is. I'm not gonna call him out either. Shout out to him. But it's tough for me to say they would be better. But I don't want to minimize them saying they don't stand a chance. I think definitely both teams, the best Dacula teams in the past, I think they're both very good in whatever their specialty was. I did graduate from Archer, so I'm not gonna ride too much on Dacula. But it was a lot of talent, say from the 2010 and 2012 era. We had probably the most NFL prospects and players who still play in the league today. Shout out to Alex Orma, who plays for the Carolina Panthers. He went to Dacula. Kenny Irons, David Irons, they also played in the NFL as well. A few years before my class in 2012, I think it was 09, 08. But the point is that and again, it's yet to be determined because some of these guys are going to have prospects. So I won't say they're better, but I do still have to give gratitude. And, I feel like those guys in the past at Dacula really set the path for these guys to be as great as they are right now. So I won't say who's better or who's worse, but I think to each his own is on there.
Absolutely, and I'll end on this note as well too, Sean, that this Dacula team is absolutely better than what I expected them to be. They are legit. They're a real deal. They play great defense. They run the football. They make the throws when they have to make the throws. They're legit. They get turnovers. This team is legit. I look at their schedule up and down. You beat who's in front of you, and that's what Dacula has done so far. So we'll see what they do. They have Harrison coming up Friday. Like, comment, subscribe below. Also, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well. I'm Jansen Harris here with Sean Fowler.